at a tennis match, right? Because I'm going to be looking at TikTok. I'm going to be looking at YouTube. Welcome, YouTube. And again, when you guys are jumping on, just let me know where you're watching from. And YouTube, if you're watching the replay, just put the replay in the comments. I love this. This is what I love about YouTube. Matter of fact, if you guys see value in this live today and you want to go rewatch it, just go to my YouTube channel and you can rewatch it. The link to my YouTube is up in my profile. So yes, giving is freedom. I would rather have that than a definitely 100%. And I would miss the fun. You're right. Yesterday's flight was completely eventful. All right, let's go. I want to share this with you guys. And then Freedom Friday, feel free to ask me anything because that's really my goal with you. Hey, thanks for following me, my friend. Just call me your hope dealer. And that's what I really hope. I hope today you guys see a different perspective because a little bit my story. And then I'm going to share this with you because it is 5 things. And when I shared number 5, I cannot believe when I shared this on this workshop that I did, when I shared number 5, everybody was like, oh my gosh, that's been my missing piece. But I want to share this with you. This is what changed everything for me. Because if I go back to September of 2022, a little bit, my backstory here, I am a mom of 6 kids and a grandma to 5, and time with my family is the most important thing to me. And by the way, TikTok and YouTube, if you see me going back and forth, it's because I have TikTok here and I have YouTube here. I'm going live on both channels. And I was failing miserably making an income from home. And I refused to go get a job because I love being a stay-at-home mom. I love watching my grandchildren, but I couldn't figure it out. How many of you have tried things in the past and you just failed miserably? Well, that was me. And I discovered digital marketing back in September of 2022. And I had the courage to look at it. And you guys, I will share this with you. Hey, good morning, my friend. Watching you on YouTube as well. I love it. You guys are so great. But I had the courage to check it out. I'm telling you right now, if your life isn't going the way you want it to go, you have to check things out. What if? What if there is a better way? Like, what if? And that is in everything. Like, if you try to lose weight and you're not able to lose weight, maybe there's a different way. Never quit. Never quit trying to go after the life that you want. And that was me. I literally knew. I was like, I'm seeing people make money online. What are they doing? What am I missing? Has anybody ever felt that way before? What are they doing? What am I missing? Of course, my stinking thinking kicked in. And I'm like, well, I am an introvert. I don't know if I could just be on social media like that. Has anybody ever felt that way before? That was me. Yes, quitting is not an option, my friend. And when I discovered this digital marketing strategy, this digital marketing process, I was like, if nothing changes, nothing changes. I was willing to try something new. What would be the worst case scenario? Because what I was doing in my life in 2022 was not working. I looked at my bank account. It wasn't where I thought it would be. How many of you ever looked at your bank account? Mostly if you're in your 50s like me and you looked at your bank account, you're like, how the hell did I get here? That was me. And I literally was like, I almost was like, gosh, are you like a failure? I was feeling like a failure as a parent. But here's the thing. I just didn't have the right vehicle, nor did I have the right strategy. So when I launched my business, when I launched into the digital space, and by the way, the strategy I gave you gave me the courage to show up every day and have purpose. And when you have drive, nothing will stand in your way. And I ended up making 6 figures in 6 months and made my first million in 17 months. And now I make 6 figures a month. And never in my wildest dreams that I think I would ever be able to achieve that. So I just want you to have the courage today, borrow my hope, no matter what that is, go all in. So I want to help you with that. Okay. Yes. Never quit. Because what's going to happen if you quit? Right? This is what I said to myself. You ready for this? When I launched into digital marketing, I said, what's the worst thing that can happen? What's the very worst thing that can happen? I can invest in an education and I can learn digital marketing. What's the worst case scenario? I can learn something new. What's the best case scenario? I could change my family's life. I could follow a process. And what if it did work? And what if it changed my family's life? So that's how I showed up. So here's the missing part. And I really hope you guys have a breakthrough. Hey, good morning, my friend. Not luck, my friend. Right. It was definitely, I had a vision and I ignited that vision and I drove it and I had a purpose. How many of you have a true purpose in your life that you stand for? I tell people all the time, without a vision, people perish. And if you don't have a vision, what are you doing? I always had a vision. Can I share with you what my vision was? It's so simple. Has nothing to do with money. Money is the byproduct. The only vision I had when I started having kids is I wanted to raise my kids. I never wanted to miss a moment. I never wanted to put them in daycare. Well, then the older they got, the more sports and things that they were in, and I wanted to be there. Well, then when my son informed me in high school that he wanted to go to college as a runner, my bank account was not going to allow me to travel with him. And that was the moment I was like, I will be a failure of a mom if I can't be at every one of his races. So that's when I had to try something new. So I had a purpose, and that was my family. That was not letting them down. And then I started building a huge community. And now I have a purpose. Hey, good morning, my friend. And now I have a purpose. And that is my mission is to create 1,000 self-made millionaires inside my community because I know how it feels to be free. And if I can help other families be free, wow. Yes, my family's free. I want to help other families be free as well. So you guys, no matter what you do in life, what I'm going to share with you is strategy is if you are trying to have a better relationship, try to be a better parent, try to be in better shape, try to eat healthier, exercise, or launch your own business. I'll tell you what the craziness going on in the world today, everyone should have a plan B. Everyone should have multiple income streams. And to me, having it in the digital space, I remember when it was only 106 figure now. Oh my God. We have 126 six-figure income earners inside our community. 4 hit last month. One's already hit this month. I love that because that's just freedom for that family that achieved that. And this is important. I want to come. So your why. Why are you doing this? I can't even tell you how important this is. So I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to share the 5 questions with you, and I'm going to share with you what I did after this and how it was the biggest breakthrough. And I'm going to encourage each and every one of you to do this weekend. So ask yourself why. And I got to geek. Thank you, my friend. Thank you guys for being here on YouTube and TikTok. Thank you. I love this programming community. Well, I love you being inside this programming community. I met the most amazing, heart-centered people inside my community. Never in my wildest dreams that I think I would have a goal to help my family, and we would literally create an amazing community and impact lives all over the world. Hello, my friend. Yay, I just started. Well, welcome. Okay, so why did you get started? Okay, why? What is your why? Sorry, what is your why? Like, what is it? Okay. Again, mine was simple. Never miss a moment. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to keep up with YouTube because never miss a moment. Now, ready? This is a big important part. Okay. Here you go. Ready? Why is this important? Have you ever asked yourself, have you ever created a why? And then have you ever turned around and asked yourself, well, why is that important? That's what grounds you. The why is that important is what will help create that purpose. Y'all need to ignite it. Most people quit because they don't have a drive. They don't have a purpose. They don't have a mission. But when you say, why is this important? And truly write it down. Yes. My why is to have my time back for myself and my daughter. Oh, I love that, my friend. Yes, share in the comments. I would love to know because I want to golf every day. Yep. You're great. Oh my goodness. So Tim, why is that important that you want to golf every day? Hey guys, thanks for following me. Just call me your hope dealer. I hope today you see a different perspective. I go live every day at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Except when I'm in Vegas, I might change the time because I don't see me getting up that early to go live because it's 2 hours behind me. So we'll let you know. It's my exercise and gives me peace. I love it. I wish I could say I have an appointment. Well, listen, I'm also going live on YouTube, so you can go back to YouTube and watch this. Okay? Yes. And YouTube, thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, why is this important? Now watch this. Why does it matter? See, this is where we get deep in what you really want. How many times do you get excited about something and you pursue it, but it's not at the top of your mind every day? This is why most people quit. This is why most people get overwhelmed. They overthink it. They've lost that purpose. I'm giving you simple questions that you can ask yourself that's going to give you the purpose that you need in life. So again, what is it? Why? What do you really, really want? And why is this important? Now, why does it matter? Do you already feel the difference with your why when you see these questions? I mean, you can grab your phone and you could write these questions in your phone and you could look at it every day. Because this is the glue that will hold your business together. It really will. And I'm going to tie it all together. I'm going to share with you what I did after I did this. Okay. And you guys, if you want to put it in the chat, I would love to see everything this. Hey, good evening, my friend. How you doing? Hanging out with me on YouTube. I love it. So this is the one that caused a lump in my throat. Why will this change my future? Woo! Why will this change my future? It was a scary thought to me that my son worked hard to reach his goals, got to a D1 college, and that his mom wasn't at his races because I made poor choices with my money. This is why this will change my future, because I never want to disappoint my kids. When you start creating such a why so in depth, you won't quit until you achieve it. You just won't. Here, let me get this. It matters because I miss the time we spend together. You want to be debt-free. Retirement. I love that. Yeah, retirement's huge. Hey, my mentor. Hello, my friend. How's that Freedom Friday? How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Now, ready for this? This is what's going to seal you never quitting. Why does this matter now? Why does this matter now? Right? Why does it matter right now? Why does it need to happen right now? And that could be another one, matter or happen. Why does it matter right now? Or why does it happen? Why does this happen right now? Why? Do you see the difference with creating a why? We fall short on creating that why. When you do it this way, it makes a big difference. Now, here's what you do. You ready for this? And go ahead and screenshot this. Okay. Then what you do is I want you to answer each of these questions. I really want you to take some alone time and answer these questions. And then this is what I want you to do. I want you to envision your life in a year from now. Like, what will your life look like in a year from now if you achieve this because you never gave up? So based off of these questions, I want you to write a letter to yourself. You know, this is so crazy. This is easy to do and most people won't do it. But it is what will give you a purpose. It is what will ignite that purpose. It's what will drive you to completion. You won't quit. You won't get overwhelmed because you now have a mission to achieve, a purpose in your life. So do this, and then I want you to write a letter to your future self. And I want you to say the day. It's like today's November 7th. So I want you to have that letter, and it says, today is November 7th of 2026. And because a year ago, I had a why, and I knew why that why was important to me. I knew why it mattered. I knew how it would affect my future. And I knew why I needed to have it happen now. Because I didn't quit, because I achieved this, today it is sunny outside. I'm drinking my favorite drink. What are you wearing? And you've been able to achieve blank. And after you write what you've been able to achieve, ask yourself how it feels. and let yourself know how proud you are. You will be in such a state. Then what happens is I want you to write this letter, and it has to move you. If it doesn't move you, rewrite the letter. Then what I want you to do is I want you to grab your cologne. If you're a guy, grab your perfume. If you're a woman, I want you to spray it on there when you're in this emotional state. And then I want you to, when you're wearing that perfume or cologne, you're going to go back to how you felt when you wrote that letter. Then what you need to do is every night, this is what I did, every night before I went to bed, I read this. I went to bed with that on the top of my mind. And about every other day, I read that letter to myself. Okay? Now I got to share this with you. I had a goal of only making $54,000 my first year. That's how bad stinking thinking. And hey, Cheryl, thanks for following me, my friend. That's how bad of stinking thinking and limiting belief I had. But because every day before I went to bed, I read that, and it was like the glue, because it gave me that purpose. And when you have a purpose, you have this insane endurance. Like, I love when somebody says, Michelle, like, what do you take? Like, you always have energy. I'm like, no, I have vision. And because of this, I had the courage to pursue it. There is nothing that I have done in digital marketing that anyone can't do. No matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter your age, no matter your backstory, none of that defines you. It's you creating a bigger purpose. We all get stuck in the weeds. We all get stuck with, but I've failed before. I've done this. We all have trauma. The way you erase that is recreating what you really want. Because most of us wake up every day and we're in reactive mode. I got to do this. I got to do this. This got to do this. We've lost vision. And without vision, people perish. Hey, good afternoon, my friend. Without vision, people perish. I challenge you. Let's come back on in this live in 1 year from now. I challenge you to do this. You won't even recognize yourself, no matter what it is. So I did this. And about 90 days into my business, I realized I didn't set my goals big enough. So I went on a 90-day run to hit 6 figures in the next 90 days. And I did it. So I hit 6 figures in my business in 90 days. So then I had to reset my goal. I had to redo all of this. And I literally decided I'm going to become a self-made millionaire because I want to set my family free. And I want to show other moms that you can do it too. So this completely changed my purpose, my goals. Everything changed. And then guess what? Every day I read it. And I ended up hitting my first million in 17 months. And now I make 6 figures a month, but this was the foundation. If I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't be where I am today. Period. It's not a course that's going to make you rich. It's not a program that's going to make you rich. It's not a coach that's going to make you rich. You have to lay your foundation and reprogram all that stinking thinking. You need a screenshot? Yeah, you got to lay that foundation. This is it. Did you get it? Screenshot it. This is it. This is what will lay the foundation. Aw, thank you, my friend. And this is what I love doing. I love helping you guys. Because if you can get out of your own way, what's on the other side of that is everything you want in life. And this is for every area. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to be more positive, if you're trying to have better relationships, this is in every area of your life. Can you imagine if you did this in every area of your life that you didn't feel 100% in? The person that you would be? And you know what? When you do this, guess what? You get out of the weeds in your life. Sometimes we are reactive because we just haven't reprogrammed ourselves for success. This is how you become a high performer, by the way. This is it. Yeah. So that's it. That's it. This is it. Because Purpose gives you direction. If you don't have a purpose, you won't have any direction. Okay, you know that, right? Purpose gives you direction. Purpose gives you endurance. That's why people are like, you're like the energized bunny. And I'm like, I just have a purpose. I just have a purpose. Can you guys say that you have a purpose, that nothing's going to stand in your way of achieving that purpose? That's me with creating 1,000 self-made millionaires. And that's lofty because I can provide the best program. I can provide the best coaching. But if they haven't done that, they'll never achieve a 7-figure. So that's a pretty lofty goal. But I'm like, I have to become that person. Hey, thanks for following me, my friend. Yeah. Thanks for following me. Just call me your hope dealer. I just hope today you see a different perspective. And thanks for hanging out with me on YouTube as well. Here's the part. Purpose gives you energy. How many of you have a low energy level? How many of you have a low energy level? Because you have no purpose. You have no drive. Without a vision, people perish. How many of you are willing to do this today? Please let me know honestly in the chat. Put me if you are. Gives you direction, endurance. Yes, my friend. And here's what happens when you do this. Nothing matters. All you do is you drive to completion every day in your business. You don't worry about low views. You don't worry about no sales. You worry about showing up as that person, because when you can become the person that people want to buy from, you'll get views and you'll get sales. Many of you don't even know where you're going, but you think people should buy from you. People buy from people that have drive, have energy, have a mission, have purpose. Become that person and you will make money. Gosh, dang it. Why does it got to be that easy? But we won't do it. Are you guys ready to become that person? Like, I'm trying to prime your mind now. So 1, you can have extra cash for the holidays, but 2, you can make sure 2026 is the best year of your life. Who's ready for that? Who's truly ready to have a imaginable, unimaginable purpose in 2026 that drives you? Who's ready? Put me in the comments. Who's ready? I'm ready. Yes. Yes. That's the difference of me and you. I have a drive. I have a drive. Can I give you guys a really good tip? Okay. Oh, my daughter's here. I'm gonna share something with you guys. This is huge, by the way. When I set my goal for 2024 to be my first $1 million in 1 year, not $1 million total, but $1 million in a year. When I set that, this is something my mentor said to me, and I'm going to give you guys this advice today. She said to me, she goes, I want you to write 1 through 24 on a piece of paper. And I want you to know that you're going to have to fail at least 24 times to have success, to hit $1 million, at least. And here's why I want you to write it down. Because if you write it down, you're going to start looking at that and realize none of it was ever a failure. It was just your stepping stone. I failed miserably in January of 2024. I was like, there's no way I'm going to hit $1 million. I'm not even close. I failed in February, and I wrote that on there. March, I had a phenomenal month. I'm like, okay, I'm gaining traction. But it was interesting to write down. Some of us allow our failures to define us. I allowed them to be my growth. Hey, my friend, how are you? So I'm going to tell you what, in life, in every area of our life, we're going to fail. Some of us can try to lose weight and be in the best shape. And then, boy, howdy, it's somebody's birthday and we have the cake. That doesn't mean you quit getting back in shape. That means you just had an off day. Same thing with your business. But guess what? When you have a bigger purpose, which is why do you want what you want? Why is that important? And why does it matter right now? And how will that change your future? And why does this matter right now? Why does this have to happen right now? When you actually have this and read it every day, watch what happens in here. If you're building a business And if you're actually reading this every day and you have a day that you didn't get no views, guess what you're going to do? I mean, that video did get 50 views. That means 50 complete strangers saw my content today. I'm proud of myself because I have a bigger purpose than that one video getting views. Mindset shift. And that's everything. Because if you're focusing on low views or what's not happening, guess what? You get more of that. I remember I launched my business on TikTok, by the way. In September of 2022, I launched my business on TikTok. I wasn't on TikTok prior to September of 2022, and I was terrified to go to TikTok, by the way. I thought TikTok was a dancing platform. I thought I was too old. I was terrified. So why did I do it? Because I feared more being in the same place in my life in 6 months. But here's why I chose TikTok. I love TikTok. I love YouTube too, because YouTube is the second largest search engine. But I'm going to share with you why I chose TikTok. Because TikTok is an interest-based platform. You guys know what interest-based means? Interest-based means the only thing you see on TikTok is what you're interested in. So if you see, man, I see a lot of digital marketers, well, guess what? Because that's what you're interested in. Want to challenge me right now? Go to your spouse, go to your child, go to your coworker, go to your mom, go to your dad, and say, "Hey, I'm doing a challenge right now. Can I look at your TikTok? I want to go to your For You page. Have your phone here and have their phone here, and I want you guys to both look at each other's page at the same time. It's going to be completely different." That's why I went to TikTok. Because I was like, okay, if I'm helping moms never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again, and moms are searching and scrolling online, and if they see my video and they have to take a calculator to the grocery store again, and I share in a simple video how they don't have to, I can change their life. So that's why I chose TikTok. I got the courage to do it. So that's why I love TikTok. Now, I love YouTube, but I'm more of a let's go seat in my pants type of girl. So it's a lot more of a thought process to do a longer form video on YouTube. But because I did a free ad strategy, I got monetized on YouTube. So now I make really good money on YouTube. So I need to be better at creating more content on YouTube because I make good money on YouTube. That's the power of digital marketing. My whole point of telling you guys all what I just shared with you is, so I was brand new to TikTok in September of 2022. So guess what? When I created content, it was crickets. Literally crickets. But guess what? If I got 5 views, I would be like, yes, that's 5 complete strangers that looked at my content. If I got 50 views, I'm like, woohoo! I can't even imagine 50 people in my house. I just said 50 people on the World Wide Web, on social media. Look at my content. This is awesome. I showed up every day with a grateful heart, not an entitled heart. I'm posting. People should watch my stuff. I never felt entitled. I knew it was a journey. I knew it was a process. But because I had a bigger purpose, that's what drove me. And then guess what? All of a sudden, I had a video do really, really good. Then I had another video at the end of the month do really, really good. I only had 2 videos that month do good, by the way. The rest of them flopped, which you guys would define as flopping. Me just would define as practice. And then the next month, I had 2 videos do good. So if I'm doing 3 videos a day, 3 times 31 is 93 videos and only 2 did good. Most people would have quit. Me, I was grateful that I had 2 videos that did good. I was just like, just try to redo them. Just try to redo them. Here's the interesting part. In November of 2022, none of my videos did good. I kind of hung out in the 200 club, but I still made $22,000 that month because I built an email. Because I built an email all of September, all of October. Because I built an email. But I would personally rather have 200 views and 3 of those people were my perfect customer, then 20,000 views and none of them were my perfect customer. Because I've had videos go viral and it just racked my algorithms. Took my content in countries I don't want to be in. It took my content in audiences I don't want. And it took like 10 days to get it back. So be careful what you wish for. And thanks for following me, my friend. You don't need a lot of people to change your life. You just need the right people to see your content to change your life. That's it. So guess what I did? I knew who my perfect customer was. I truly wanted to help other moms just like me. So I created like an avatar of what she looked like. And I named her Emily. I'm recommending if you guys are building a business, you do this as well. I named her Emily. And I was like, I am literally, every time I create a piece of content, I'm going to feel like I'm sitting in the chair and Emily's over here sitting in the couch and her son is crawling on her. He has these beautiful blue eyes. This is what I envisioned. Let me tell you why. Because then everything came from my heart. And he had the most beautiful blue eyes. He had this cute spiked hair. So every time I picked up my phone to create a piece of content, I wasn't like, I'm creating a piece of content. I was like, I'm having a conversation with Emily today. And people felt that in my content, by the way. Because after that moment when I just showed up for every day for Emily and her son, because I wanted to give her hope. I wanted to show her that there is a blueprint out there. There is a blueprint out there that you can follow. You can learn how to attract daily paying customers. There is a blueprint out there. Everybody needs to know this. And that's how I showed up every day. And then I would all of a sudden, people were responding to my videos and be like, oh my gosh, I swear you're in my head. That's exactly how I feel. I replied back, you're my perfect customer. I get you. Customer. People would reply to my emails. Like, your videos speak directly to me. And I'm like, because you're my perfect customer. I know how you feel. People will buy from you when they feel seen and understood by you. If your content isn't working, it's because you're going out there trying to get people to understand you. That's not why people are going to buy from you, because they understand you. They are going to buy from you when they feel understood by you. And guess what? When you have a bigger purpose that drives you and you have complete clarity with this, people will buy from you because they're all of a sudden going to understand you. People understand that I'm on a mission to create 1,000 self-made millionaires. People know it. I continue to grow as a coach. I continue to improve as a coach, to be a better coach, to help more people. And people know that. That is the bigger purpose. It's not about me anymore. I don't need anything else anymore in my life. I've set myself financially up for success. The more money I make, the more I invest. Now my money makes me money now. All because I did this back on a scared day where I had no courage, no drive. I had no certainty of my life, but I knew I wanted more. I was sick and tired of that heavy weight. I wanted more. How many of you actually want more in your life? Like, really want more? Me too. Absolutely. I'm so excited. Thanks to you. Aw, I'm glad you're here, my friend. How many of you actually want more in your life? Me. Let me know. And you too. How many of you actually want more in your life? How many of you are willing to take the time this weekend and do this? And how many of you will actually look at it and read it every day? How many of you will write that letter to yourself? How many of you will do it? I'll be right back. I got to show you guys something. I'm going to still talk. You probably can hear me. I want to show you what I did. Okay. Just a minute. I'll be right back. Maybe. Holy moly. Yes. I don't know. Wait, I'm looking. Hold on. Okay, yeah, here it is. Here it is. Look at this. Okay, I'm I'm back. I had to get this out of my closet. You're probably like, what the heck is she doing? So look what I did. I also have a mastermind where I help high performers, people that want to become a high performer, right? Because I know where they have to shift in certain areas in their life to make 6 and 7 figures. So my mastermind in March, I had them write a letter to themselves. Look at this. These are all letters that I'm going to mail to them the next month, because this letter was literally that them talking to themselves on December 31st of 2025. Isn't this so cool? So I'm literally going to be mailing them their letters probably, I don't know. I got to figure out from Kansas to South Africa how long that's going to take. I got to do a lot of Googling. Other than that, I'll probably mail it out like 10 days before, unless I need to mail it out sooner. So they're all going to get their letter. How cool is that going to be? I was talking about it the other day and somebody's like, oh my gosh, I forgot you had it, that we did that letter. That's how powerful it is. I want you to do that. But the thing is, what I want you to do is I want you to keep at the top of your mind. I want you to read it. Some of you are going to have to read it twice a day, because you got to get out of that stinking thinking. You got to get out of that I'm not worthy. How many of you ever felt like you're not worthy? Yes, Michelle, I will spend time with myself and clear. Yay! Aha moments today. That just made my day. That's all I care about. You guys have some aha moments. Yes. I want more, and this is timely. Yes. Yay. I love hearing that. Yes, I love that. Definitely. Yes. Good. Absolutely. And I'm going to share something with you. This is huge. I read this every night because I wanted that on my mind. And then during the day, I would read my letter. And but every time I would put my perfume on, because remember, spray it with your perfume or cologne if you're a gentleman. And every time you smell it, it will take you back there. The day you wrote that letter. Don't just write it and not have any emotions. When these people in my mastermind were writing this, they had to have a box of Kleenex next to them. The tears were rolling. Like, people were sobbing. So make sure you get in that state and you literally believe that your life can be that. Don't just write it because it looks good. Write it because you want it, and you're not going to stop until you get it. That's what's holding you back. You want it, but do you really want it? Are you willing to have a bigger purpose that drives you to completion? I told myself when I entered the digital marketing world, I told myself this. I set a 3-year plan, by the way, to change my life. So I gave myself 3 years in digital marketing, and I was not going to quit until I achieved it. My first year was to make $54,000 a year. Mastering a 2-hour workday. I wanted to get my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day, because I knew my content and I knew my automated system would be out there working for me 24/7. I just wanted to do income producing activities in 2 hours. And I spend an hour every day on training. Every single morning, my phone's leaning up in my bathroom. When I'm getting ready, I'm listening to something every day. But I loved getting my income earning activities done by noon every day. I'm out the door, and I'm a mom and I'm a grandma. So I wanted to achieve that, make $54,000. Now, again, my son was going off to running. So my second year was to learn how to make $300 a day online, which is $109,000 a year. I was like, okay, that's freedom. And then my third year goal was to change my family's life and learn how to make $600 a day, which is $219,000 a year. I didn't know what I didn't know. My first 6 months, I made like $152,000. And I was shocked, by the way. But I primed my mind for success. I knew at my age, I had created vision. I had a different lens, and that was, I could only make 50. Hopefully I can make 54,000. This primed my mind. And the days I didn't want to do anything, this changed my state. Like, I can honestly tell you, I don't think I've ever had a day it's like, oh, I really don't want to do anything today. Well, I maybe had a few because I was sick or something, but I show up every day. And I've had people yell at me, get off the live. You sound awful, or you're sick. And I still do it because I have a bigger purpose. I have a drive. I'm speaking to you. Well, great. I'm so glad you're here. I needed this. Good. I'm glad you're here, my friend. Freedom Friday, right? And I'm getting ready. You guys, let me know if you have any questions on this, anything I need to cover with you. So yeah, what a brilliant blueprint. Yes, my friend, because I'm about ready to switch over to talk to you guys and answer any questions that you guys have. Okay. Because it's Freedom Friday. Feel free to ask me anything. But remember, what you think about is what you get more of. So I'm struggling. I'm overwhelmed. No, you have no purpose. There's no way you can ever be overwhelmed if you have a purpose. It doesn't, no way. It's just like you can't get angry and laugh and smile at the same time. It's not possible. It's so funny. My two granddaughters, which I'm picking them up from school today. I'm so excited about that. Hence why I flew back. And they get on each other's nerves, or sisters, right? And they're 6 and 9. And so I just say, Haven K, if she gets on your nerves, just smile. You can't get angry at the same time. And the other last week, and she's like, Grandma, I'm really trying right now. Oh, my smile's not working. And then, of course, I start laughing, and then she starts laughing. And she goes, okay, that worked. But it's the truth. Same thing like with business. You just lost your drive because you can't be overwhelmed if you literally have a bigger purpose. Because y'all got to understand, when you have a bigger purpose, will there be challenges? Yes. But what are you going to focus on? That's just part of the journey. That's just part of the journey. Like, there is not one person that has had success that was smooth. There's no one. But you can't have growth without adversity. The obstacles is your growth. You'll never make 6 figures in anything if you don't become the person that can make 6 figures. That's just the raw truth. Hey, my friend, how are you? That's just the truth, right? That's just the truth. So this is it. So I just encourage you guys from the bottom of my heart is just to take the time. What is it that you really want? What is your why? And why is that important? And why does it matter? And why will that change your future? And why does it need to happen now? This one, when I shared this during this workshop I did, this is the one that they're all like, wow, I never thought to ask, why does it need to happen now? See, urgency is what most people are lacking. You just create content to create content. If you create content with drive and people know where you're going, that's who they want to follow. They want to follow people that are going somewhere, that have a vision. Yeah, people are angry in the US too. It's crazy, right? But I don't focus on that. I just show up for you. I want to be your light. I want to help you bring love and integrity into your world. So together we can change a lot of people's lives. I don't focus on the ones that have stinking thinking or have negative thinking. That's a reflection on them. I just have grace with them. Because if somebody's a negative person, like, you know how exhausting that is? Like, you will never hear me talk bad about anyone. Never. Because what does that ever solve? So just have grace with them. Yeah, have grace with them. All right, Freedom Friday. Let's go. What questions do you guys have? Ask me a question, okay? It is very exhausting. It is very exhausting. So ask me any questions you have. I would love to answer questions. If I need to show something on my board, I would love to answer any questions that you have. Will it be wrong to use TikTok promote for your algorithm? Such a great question. Now, Kelly, I'm going to answer this question. There's nothing wrong with using TikTok promote, but if you quit using it, your videos are not going to get any views because they're going to get you to spend money again. You'll train the algorithms that she spends money. So just be careful with that. Yeah. I would almost test it, create another account and build it that way. But if you constantly are spending money on ads, you'll notice the difference with your videos that you don't spend any money with. That's why I've never spent any money. I've just like, how can I get better with my content that I don't have to spend money? When you are first building an audience, do you recommend just building connection? Ooh, good question. So when I first, okay, you guys, I'm going to change this page. Can you guys want to screenshot it real quick before I go? Because I really want you guys to do this. Okay. Okay, good. Ready? Can I change? Yeah. Okay, so I want you to look at, and I'm going to answer this question and I'll go to your guys' questions. So hold off on the questions real quick till I get this one answered. I'll lose all the other ones. So when I went to launch my business, I knew people don't want to be sold. Okay. Here's my audience. I need you to do something. Look at your buying patterns. Look at your buying habits. Okay. Because it will define how your customers buy from you. It's so wild. So what I mean by that is if you're one of those people that are very analytic, but there's nothing wrong with that, and you have to do research and you take a lot of time to make a decision, that means your audience is going to do the exact same thing. So you're best to create content and you do the research for them. You let them know, I did the research. I did the data. And in this video, I'm going to save you a lot of time and I'm going to show you what I discovered and why I chose this. So how you buy things is how you need to create content because your buyers are going to buy the exact same way you do because that's the comfort zone. That's why I love TikTok. Get her done, right? Go fast, get her done. And I love that. So I know my people are like that as well. Get to the point, let's go. Get to the point, let's go. So that's how I created content. Get to the point, let's go. Here's what I did, right? I literally did this. People are here, and that's when they want to change. So I literally did this. I was like, how can I get them here? How can I get people from here to here? This is in everything. This is in weight loss. This is in where we live. This is in everything, right? I love that. See, you are me, right? I saw the program on the 5th and I bought on the 8th. Exactly. That's you and me have the exact same personalities. And so that's the thing. So you have to create content for people that are just like that. So you got to deliver value with the urgency and a strong CTA. I know analytical people sometimes buy from me, but not very often because I'm not detailed enough for them. And I'm 100% okay with that. Because sometimes when the analytical people send me an email, it's like 29 questions. And I'm like, wow, those questions are literally all worthiness. They don't believe enough in themselves. So there is a difference. So if that's you though, you're analytical, do create content with that. I would go to YouTube and I would teach on YouTube and you will blow up. You will absolutely blow up. Yeah, you will blow up. Now, if you're a person that buys because of people like make you feel a certain way, have you ever done that before? Like you're scrolling on Instagram or you're scrolling on TikTok and you see somebody with high energy and they're selling a lip gloss and you buy it because of how they made you feel? Is anybody like that? Then you need to be like that because your customers will be like that. Now, if you're somebody that energy I just showed, it completely was obnoxious, you probably buy from people that are more, speak. I have a hard time doing it because I'm not that person. Level, toned, take the time and help you process it. If that's the person you like, see me, I would be like, oh my God, get to the point. Because I'm the other way. But if that's you, by the way, these 4 personalities, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you're inside my community, I did the training on the 4 personalities. You should go watch it. You will create the most dynamic content. I'm almost positive it's either in it's in the community. It's either in the replays or social media training. I'll find it before we get off of here. But so if you are more like buy from somebody that's like this, you got to be like that. If you mirror match who your perfect customer is, that's how you win. It's not because you made money. Nobody buys from you because you made money. People will buy from you because they feel related to you or felt seen by you. So you have to always consider your buying patterns first. It's so important. We all have them. We all have them. We all have them. That's hence why I was like, I know because of how I show up certain days in my content or what I say, I will attract all buying patterns. So in my email list, I need to cater to each of them. But most of them, I cater to the promoters because that's me. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So let me finish this because I got to answer her question. You guys don't ask me questions right now because I'm going to lose them. Let me finish asking her question because this is how much time I'm going to take on your guys' questions. So here's what I did to go all back for your question. I did 6. Okay. And I wrote down what their struggles are. By the way, no matter what you sell, do this. Okay. And solution. What is their struggles and solution? Okay. So you should know at least 6 struggles your perfect customer has. And I wrote down the struggles that my customer had, and I wrote down what I can share with them, how I can solve those struggles. And then every day I would create content off of that. I'm always solution based. And because I promote to the person, get her done, let's go. Like, who wants to wait another year to change your life? Are you guys telling me right now that you're okay waiting 2 more years to make 6 figures? Or are you telling me right now, no, I want to make 6 figures in 2026? See, that's who I create content for. I put that type of urgency on it because I truly know if somebody's willing to go through those 5 questions I just gave you a minute ago and willing to take the time to do this and create content towards their customer that way, they're winning. But that I have urgency, right? So let me just give you a few examples and I'm going to go on. No time. My perfect customers have no time. How can I help them? Automated system. 2-hour workday. That's how I can help them. I have 2 solutions for them. Okay, no money. Okay, payment plan. Affordable. 100% profit. And what that means by 100% profit, which means one customer, their business in profit mode. So they can do a one-time investment and get their money back. Want to hear a fun fact about me? I didn't have the money sitting around to invest when I launched into digital marketing in 2022. I knew in 1 week my daughter's braces appointment was due. And I was like, I refuse to call the dentist or the orthodontist and tell them I can't make the payment. So I had 1 week to get my business in profit mode. Because of that urgency, I did it in 3 days. Most of you don't have a why big enough, so you don't show up that way in your content. That's it. So I know affordable because every single one of you have a TV on your wall that costs more than one of my programs. So it's not the price that stops you. It's the courage. And you want more certainty that you can do it. So most of you are going to take no action. And in 3 months, your life is going to be the same or worse. The ones of you that take action, in 3 months, you're going to learn a lot of skills and your life could be a lot better. And I know that. So I show up with that type of certainty. And payment plans. I offer payment plans in the United States. Okay, right. So that's what I do. I go through and I do that for every single one. And then that's the type of content I create based off of my customers' buying habits. Yeah. So there you go. Hopefully that helped, right? So how often do you post on TikTok? Well, I recommend when you're new 3 times a day. And this is what I recommend, right? Posting. Okay. A 7-second. That 7-second would be with like a trending song. You're just trying to get attention, right? But use hashtags that you know are ones that your perfect customer views. A 30-second. Value. A 1 minute. Story. Value. CTA. Call to action. Now for people that like, oh my gosh, I can't do a story and value and a CTA in 1 minute, go to YouTube. Then you're probably fit for YouTube. YouTube, you can do, 7 to 10 minute videos if that could be you. I just don't like them. I need to get better on YouTube. I'm just being honest with you guys, right? I love the get her done, get her done, get her done videos. That's just me. So that's it. You can batch create your content, right? Now, what I've been doing lately, because I committed to going live every day at 10 p.m., no, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I go live every day. And then I've been putting my lives into Opie's Clip. And then Opie's Clip repurposes my content, creates little short form videos. And I've been posting that. So I haven't even been posting content anymore. The best hashtags to use are based off of your audience. Never use a big hashtag. Like if you're new to building a business, you want to try to dominate a hashtag that's 100 to 250,000, or even start with a hashtag that's 50,000 up to 200,000. If you're trying to show up in a hashtag of 1 million, you won't. Why would you even want to compete with that? Go for the low hanging fruit. Because if you can, I can pull it up right now and prove this to you. I can go to certain hashtags and you will see my 6-figure earners inside my community dominating that hashtag. That's how they're winning. Oh, well, thank you, Nadia. That's so sweet of you. Okay, so I want to go to YouTube. Okay, so I want to go to somebody. I'm going to go to YouTube real quick. Okay, and I'll come back here. Somebody said master resale rights. Okay, that it's a scam. So it's how you're presenting it. So be careful how you present it. So I'm so glad you asked that. So for example, my phone here is an iPhone, but I didn't get this iPhone from Apple. I got this iPhone from Verizon. Okay, Verizon got the resale rights on this iPhone. So Verizon is able to sell iPhones over and over again. Matter of fact, Chriselle, you can buy this from Verizon and you can turn it back in to get a newer phone. And I could buy your used phone because they repurpose them and sell them over. And they will continue to sell this phone as long as they can. That's resale rights. Okay. You think this shirt that I have on, I'm the only one that has this shirt? No. The place I bought this shirt, they bought hundreds of those shirts so they could resell those shirts. Now, the difference of a cell phone, a difference of a shirt is there's costs involved. So that's how they can't make 100% because there's costs involved. So they got to take out the expenses, but they still make a really nice percent. Now, in my program, I unlock, and you have the ability to use, I unlock the resale rights on my digital programs because I offer an e-learning program where you learn the most amazing digital marketing skills. It's called the Legacy Builders Program. I want to equip you with all of the skills you need in the digital space so you can leave a legacy for your family. The world is going digital, so why wouldn't you want to go digital? For those of you that don't go digital, you will regret it in 5 years because everything will be digital. So that's what I have an interactive program so I can teach people these digital skills. Now, people take my program and use it for every business. But for people like me that don't want to go be, when I first started, that didn't want to be a coach or doesn't want to create a product from scratch, that's why I unlock the ability to have the resale rights. Because there's no costs involved, I just give you 100% of the profit. Do I have to do that? No. But I want to because I truly care about your success. That's it. And because it's digital, there's not that cost involved. I've already made it once. And so every time you sell it, you make 100% profit into your pocket. I have, because of the resale rights that I give my community, I have 126 6-figure earners and 25 self-made millionaires in South Africa Rand. Because I've allowed them to unlock those income streams if they want to. Just like Verizon. Verizon sells many different iPhones. It's the same thing. It is the exact same thing. And that's it. Yeah. And that's how so when I hear things like that, it's like people aren't explaining it correctly. Yeah, people just aren't explaining it correctly. That's it. People just aren't explaining it correctly. And I get it. I'll share my story with you guys. Back in 2022, September, I discovered a resale rights process. I fell in love. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I was selling network marketing products. I still love them and use them to this day. So I'm not saying nothing bad about the product, but I would make $12 when I sold this. So I needed a lot of customers to make a little money. When I discovered resale rights, I was like, what? One customer equals $600? I'm in. And I can learn something, I'm in. But there was gaps in that program. Just gaps. And so I was like, I'm going to launch my own program. I'm going to fill the gaps and I'm going to give my community a pay raise because I'm going to add more value. And that's when I launched the Legacy Builders program and gave all my community a pay raise, and boom, six-figure earner after six-figure earner after six-figure earner after six-figure earner, right? And then one of the biggest questions I would get is, when are you going to launch into Spanish? So last month, I took my program, repurposed the entire program into Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but the demand was there. And so I added another program. This program offers AI training, offers affiliate marketing training, offers TikTok shop training. There's going to be UGC training added in 2026, brand deal training, and all that's been added, plus unlocked 6 more income streams for $500 more. Insane value. Insane value. So now, if somebody in my bundle pack edition got a customer a day, just one customer a day, that's $511,000 a year they would make in the resale rights industry. But I teach strategies. I teach a workshop strategy. I teach how to have your own community strategy. I show you how to make 6 figures in your own community. I teach affiliate marketing strategies. Like, I teach it all. But I love the fact why people are learning something, they have the ability to earn as well. I love it. I was obsessed with it. I was honored. I was honored yesterday because I was doing a call talking about the global launch and unlocks 2 languages all over the world. And there was one gal that got on and she's like, I spent $15,000 on a program to build a list and got a once a week call with a coach in a group. What I get here for $1,400 is insane, because I coach every single week live with you, because that's important to me. I got to figure out what's missing. I got to figure out what is slipping through the cracks with you. That's why an interactive program. I do not have a course. I will not sell you a course. A course is something that somebody creates and just sells it over and over. Mine is an interactive program. That stuff is added every single week and it's live. And that's what I love. So to me, if somebody's stuck on the resale rights, they're overselling the resale rights and underselling that it is an e-learning program. But you also have to remember, everybody has a right to their opinion. But I can tell you one thing, and have grace with them. I can tell you one thing, that person or those people that have that type of opinion, their bank account don't look like ours. So be careful who you pay attention to, because are you paying attention to somebody that's living the life you want to live? If not, I would redirect where your attention goes, right? I've had people in my own community literally come at me because I was like, you can make $10,000 a month. You need to stop over-promising people. Like, what do you mean over-promising people? It's 12 customers at $900 is $10,800 a month, or 8 customers at $1,400 is $10K a month. 8 customers and there's 500,000 or 5 billion people on social media. You don't think you can't learn the skills to attract 8 customers? See, that was her limiting belief. I will continue to stand what I know is possible. You know how many people in my community make 10, 20, 30, 40,000, 50,000 a month with the resale rights? But it's because they just get better with their skills. The more you get better with your skills, the more bills it can be paid. When you decide to stand for something, you will always have people that don't agree with you. Welcome to life. That's why I tell people all the time, you have to get back to this, right? It's back to this. That's why you got to get a bigger purpose. And you got to understand, not everybody's going to see your vision and your goals, and that's okay. And guess what? There might be a lot of people that are close to you that don't see it. I just love on them. Just love on them. Because you're looking it through your lens, and so are they. They have a right to their opinion, and you do too. But just be careful the way you present it, because I never get that. Because this is an educational program. That's why it's called the Legacy Builders Program. It's not called the Lazy Builders Program where you can buy and make money. No, you have to put the work in. But are you willing to change your life? If you're willing to change your life, and if you want to change your life, this will be the best decision you ever do. Okay, my email list isn't converting. So I have 5,000 contacts on my list. So here's the thing that concerns me when I hear 5,000. You need to make sure that you're removing people that aren't interested. Because if you're not removing people that are not opening your email, most of your emails now are probably going to spam or promotion. That's why cleaning your email out weekly is vitally important to do. I love the fact I use a system called System.io, and I love the fact that System in your settings, it just removes people every 3 weeks for me that haven't opened any of my emails. Removes them, removes them, removes them. A lot of people freak out over that. I don't freak out over that because I built a free email list. So what I do is I send a weekly newsletter. And in my weekly newsletter, I will send it on Sundays. And 24 hours later, I resend it to the ones that didn't open. All you got to do is go inside System, go to that newsletter, go to the 3 dots on the right, and it says resend to people that didn't open. I'll resend to the ones that didn't open, but I'll change the name in the subject line because maybe that first subject line just wasn't good enough. And then I'll send it. And then 48 hours later, I will go back to that last one I sent and I will click on the ones that didn't open. I'll set my alarm for 10 minutes and I will click on the people's names that didn't open, scroll down. The very left shows if they've opened any emails. If they've been in my email list, I would say 30 days if you're new, for 30 days and have never opened an email, I delete them. So that way, I'm sending less emails with more engagement. So it's very important to do. But to me, if somebody's got an email list of 5,000, they've either not sending relatable, connecting newsletters, or they're not deleting, and they have a lot of people that have unsubscribed and stuff, or that are not even looking. So your emails are getting pushed as spam or promotions because you've not developed that credibility with your email. So 3 things I do to fix that, by the way, is I will send a newsletter with a Loom video in it, and I will thank them for being here. And I will say, please reply to this email and ask what made you want to get the Freedom Formula Blueprint. My only goal with you being inside my emails is to serve you. Reply back to this email with why, and reply back with any questions, and I would love to create you a personal video. And then your goal is to get them to reply back, do that. And then another one I do is I send almost every third of my emails go out have a PS. Please reply back with any questions that you have. That's it. You just got to get that matured. That hence is why I tell people, because let me ask you this. You have 5,000 people on your email list. What if you had your own community? And the moment somebody got in your email automations, they go to your thank you page. Hey, join my free community, and here's the transformation I give. They go to your free community. All of a sudden, those 5,000 people, what if 1,000 were in your free community? Hence, why I'm a millionaire. Because I was smart enough to also create a community, because I was like, emails can go to spam or promotion. You can lose a TikTok account, or people don't see your videos, but my community is me. That's my voice. That's my passion, my purpose. I get to help them. It's having a community is absolutely no different than you having an email list. You send a weekly newsletter. I just spend 10 minutes a day in my communities, loving on them, helping them feel seen and helping them feel heard. Now, I'm not talking a Facebook group. Don't waste your time with the Facebook group. If I would have built my community in a Facebook group, I would have been lost. Because guess what? 2 years ago, somebody hacked my business Facebook, and I still haven't got it back. Crazy. And so I don't recommend Facebook because you have zero control. I have complete control over my community because I'm paying for it. So that's what I recommend. Yeah. How do I fix? How does one fix content when someone says they don't know who you are, but you are sharing of you? What do you mean they don't know who you are, but you're sharing of you? I'm confused what you mean by that. And people like big businesses spend billions of dollars on advertising to be known by people. And we, for some reason, get this really weird conception that we think that we should build 3 videos a day, and in 30 days, people should know who we are. Most people have no idea who I am. How many of you on YouTube or Facebook have no idea who I am, and you just discovered me today? Can you let me know in the comments? How many of you? Like, I only have 136,000 followers and like 27,000 followers on YouTube. I'm nothing, but I'm a millionaire. It's not about how many, it's about the right people. Yeah, it's about the right people. I'm not here to do tech calls. Come on, guys. You know I'm not a tech person. Please have grace with me. Yeah. Who cares if they say you don't show enough of yourself? Who are they to tell you that? Are they living the life you want to live? If not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and that's true. But I'm going to help you with that. So on your, and that's how my opinion is. Like, I do not let what somebody else says or does define anything I think if they're not where I want to be. Why would I listen to somebody that's not where I want to be? That doesn't even make any sense. Watch where your energy goes, right? So let me just use this up here. When on your TikTok, you should have 3 pinned videos, okay? This should be your story, your I help, and this should be a CTA. So these are the 3 pin posts y'all should have on your videos. This is your story. People need to hear your story, but take out the so whats. Like, here, let me give you guys an example of a so what. I'm a mom of 6 kids. Their ages 32, 29, 27. You guys would be like, get to the point, right? That's what I mean by that. But I'm a mom of 6 kids. I'm a grandma to 5, and time with my family is the most important thing to me. And if I go back to September of 2022, I was failing miserably. I didn't have enough money in my bank account to make the memories I thought I could as a mom. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I got to the point, and those were trigger emotions: stress and overwhelm, not enough time and money. Triggers for moms. And so you need to do that video there. And then this is your I help. Who do you help? Create a video of who you help. And in the I help video, if there's people inside the community that would be like your ideal customer, like you're helping stay-at-home moms, find some screenshots of people inside the community. And this can be a 7-second no words video, by the way. You could use a picture and I help and go to the next slide, and you'll see who I help. And then have that next slide be wins of people in the community, and have words: I help moms never take a calculator to the grocery store again. And then make another slide, make more testimonials, more wins, and say, this is what's happening inside my community. Boom, make another slide. Like, you could do that. That could be a 7-second video of I help. No, you ain't even gonna talk. You ain't gonna have any words on screen. And then this needs to be a CTA, which means, thank you for being here at my page. I'm really excited. I actually have a Freedom Formula Blueprint that I give people. It's up in my profile. Check it out. Here's what I want you to do. Once you get access to that Freedom Formula Blueprint, that blueprint is going to walk you through how our community, that blueprint, has created 126 6-figure income earners and 25 self-made millionaires in South Africa ran many. You're going to learn the steps that they follow. Once you get the blueprint, now if you don't see it within 5 to 10 minutes, just check it's up here in the profile. Just check your spam or promotions folder. It could have gone there. Once you get it, please reply back to that email with any questions. I would love to help you. I look forward to hearing from you. That's it. I would create that. Strong CTA, but letting them know that they're going to get access to a Freedom Formula Blueprint. Bring it value. What has it done? And then to get your emails to go to out of spam or promotions, that's when you say, check it. It could be in your spam or promotion. Then reply to that after you watch the video. Make sure you set it up for success. After you watch the video, reply to that with any questions you have. Okay. Now, for those of you that have also created your own community, so you can really compress the time of somebody knowing, liking, and trusting you. All you got to say next is, and by the way, when you get that email, reply to that email, and I'm going to give you free access to my community where I help moms through her journey of making income online, whatever whatever your I help is. And then that way they're going to reply back to that. Then you're going to give them the link to your free community. You got them in your free community. You got them showing up now on your main email box. That's it. Those are the 3 videos you should have pinned. Yeah. Yay. I needed that. Good job, Kelly. So I would do that, right? And you can be changing those up all the time. For some reason, people think that the pinned video has got to be your most viewed videos. No, it don't. It's got to be the videos that people would know you. I want you guys, I'm looking up time. I want you guys to look at your social media. It's your storefront. It's your storefront. And nobody goes inside a store until they look at the windows first, right? Now, once you're familiar with that store, you don't peek through the windows, right? But the first time, if you see a new store, you look in the windows, like what's inside of it. If they like what they see, they go in. These 3 videos set that up for success. And so the one that said, well, nobody says I'm sharing my story enough. You just pin post one there, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. TikTok or YouTube. You like that? This is a legacy builders program, not a lazy builders program. Yes. Yes. And see, here's the thing. So this is a difference of me. Some of y'all are building a business. I need money. I need money. Me, I repel people because I don't want anybody in my program that doesn't want to put the work in. Because I know if somebody's not willing to put the work in, your life will never change and you'll be a fun sucker. I want you to thrive and change your life. But if you guys are willing to put the work in at a job, that's a heck of a lot harder than what we do. Yes or yes, right? Because you have to go work another 40 hours to get paid for another 40 hours. When you set up your TikTok account, your YouTube account for success, it's always working for you 24/7. And I absolutely love that. Yeah, I absolutely love that. And so I'm not having to do more work. Matter of fact, when you guys create content, I want you to look at content different. I want to give you a different perspective of content. Okay. And I have time for like 2 more questions that I have to bounce off. I have a Zoom I have to get on here in 6 minutes. I want you guys to look at content differently. It is digital real estate. It doesn't go away. So when you're creating content, no, it's evergreen. It's always out there working for you. And here's the best part. The person you are right now in your journey will not be the same person that you are going to be in 3 months and 6 months. So people will be following your journey. They're going to go back and look at your old content and be so proud of you, the person you become. So never be afraid to start, because that's just your starting point, the journey that you go on. I crack up. I love when somebody in my community goes back and looks at my old videos and they're like, oh my gosh, Michelle, you just gave me hope. And I'm like, yes, I used to suck. I would still consider my content a C. I have a lot of room for growth. See, this is how I talk to myself so I never get complacent. For people that are like, I've done everything, I'm like, you are the most uncoachable person. I've not done everything. I will never be able to do everything before my life is over. Every day I'm learning something new. I'm testing new things. And the algorithms change all the time. So you always got to evolve and change. Yeah. Okay, let me go. One more question here. Thanks everybody for following me. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Love it. Oh, guys, Michelle has changed my life. Oh, bless your heart, my friend. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, any other questions real quick? Are we good? Are we good? You guys like this? You like this little format on Fridays? Freedom Fridays? I love it. Well, so TikTok. I'm also on YouTube. So for those of you guys that got on a little late, you can bounce on over to YouTube and watch the replay. Hence why I love YouTube. YouTube allows us to have the replay you guys can listen to. Okay. Yes. I've made over 11K with her program. Yes. Congratulations, my friend. That is somebody that applied what she learned and is coachable. Good for you. Yo, can I screenshot this? Yes. I'm going to have you screenshot this, right? This is a 3 pieces of content I recommend. Okay, screenshot it. You guys are so great. I love it now that you're reminding me to screenshot. You guys are the best. Like, I just love you guys so much. So fun. Okay, now next, this is the most important. If you guys got on late, this is really the most important thing for you to screenshot, though, by the way. I want to help you get a bigger purpose that drives you. So screenshot this. I want you to take some time and I want you to, like, why? What is it? Why is that important to you? Why does it matter? And will this change? How will this change my future? And why does this need to happen now? Screenshot this and then write this down. Imagine what your life is going to be like in a year when you actually stick to this. And I want you to write a letter to yourself. And I want you to read your letter every day, but every night I want you to read the answers to these questions and let me know how much your life changes. This is what changed my life. This is what set me up for success in 2022, because I had a lot of limiting beliefs. I had a lot of stinking thinking. I didn't think I could do this. I looked at other people and be like, I wish I could be like them. But I didn't have a big enough purpose. So I had to create the drive. This will ignite you and you won't quit. So do this, okay? Take the time to do this, okay? So thanks, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And listen, if you are ready for a coach that will drive you and help lead you to success and that can unlock income streams and you can have a fully automated business working for you this weekend, go to the link in my bio, get access to the Freedom from a Blueprint, and just email me with any questions. I'll be here for you all weekend. See you guys tomorrow. YouTube, you've been awesome. Thanks, guys. Bye. And TikTok, thanks for hanging out with me. You guys have been